Welcome back tuning into today's video, doing the weekend podcast today. Going to have a detailed look at weather for the next week across the British Isles. It's staying unsettled, but I think we're going to lose the worst of the wind and the rain as we get through to the middle of the week. The jet stream should be just easing down ever so slightly, just running out a little bit of puff. So whilst it will be staying unsettled, there will be further showers or maybe some longer spells of rain as we go towards the end of the week. I think it will be less stormy, less wet, less in way of gales than we're going to have through the first part of the period. Anyway, before I get on with the weekend podcast, I just want to talk about the advertising. There's video ads on my pages at GazWeatherVids.com. If you hit play on the video ad, you'll be supporting GazWeatherVids.com. And thanks very much for doing that. So we're going to start off with radar picture from UK Met Office. You can find the link to the UK Met Office website on my links page. We've got showers up in the north and the west of the country. We've got this more persistent area of rain stretched out through southern parts of England in towards the Midlands on into parts of Lincolnshire. It's been pouring with rain all morning in this area, and this area of rain is only very slowly going to move eastwards in towards East Anglia and South East England, so it'll be a wet all afternoon there, and then eventually the rain will clear off into the North Sea as we get through towards this evening. Some of these showers up in the north could be a little bit wintry as well. Now here's the jet stream today. This has been the trouble since Christmas, since before Christmas, when we've been having these huge Atlantic storms, very strong jet stream blasting across the Atlantic. This is being fed by a very intense temperature gradient off the coast of Canada. Here is the temperature gradient today. We've got the 510 line, the 528 line, the 546 line, and the summer 564 line there. There's only a few hundred miles between those different air masses, and it's these air masses that are fueling these areas of low pressure. Very cold air out of Canada in towards North America. I'm sure you saw on the news last night the blizzards that have been affecting northeastern parts of the states, but also this warmer air mass is a lot further north than it should be. We shouldn't really be seeing the 564 line on these charts at this time of year. That should be down in towards the Caribbean somewhere. So yeah, we've got a big temperature gradient there off the coast of Canada, and that's fueling these areas of low pressure with a very intense jet stream. That's been the problem since around the middle of November, middle of December I should say, and I think we're going to find that just easing off a little bit as we go into the latter stage of the week. Probably only temporary reprieve, but I think things will get a little bit better later on in the week. Now this is a very deep area of low pressure that's developing in the Atlantic at the moment by that temperature gradient and strong jet stream. That'll be with us tomorrow. But today's chart really is a case of quite slack sort of ice bars across the country. So it's not particularly windy, but we have got weather fronts, as I say, strung out across England, producing those outbreaks of rain. So we're going to find the rain across southern England, the Midlands and Lincolnshire, eventually shifting in towards East Anglia and South East England this afternoon, gradually putting off into the North Sea. Bright skies up in the north and west with a few showers, and those bright skies will be edging southwards and eastwards through the course of the afternoon. Temperatures somewhere between around 5 and 10 degrees. It's quite mild in the south, but it will be cooler as that rain clears. So we're actually going to have a very slight transient ridge overnight tonight, which could produce some clear skies, and with a slightly cooler sort of air mass over the country, I think we'll have the risk of a ground frost tonight, with temperatures from Midlands northwards getting close to freezing, probably down to -2, -3 across parts of Scotland. And after all the rain, I think there will be a risk of some fairly widespread icy patches across many northern parts of the country anyway, probably not too much in way of ice in the south. But this area of low pressure, 940 millibars, is deepening like mad in the Atlantic, and here it comes as we go through into Sunday, sweeping in across the country. So while Sunday may start off on a dry and bright note in the north and the east, quite cold with the icy patches up in the north, very quickly we'll find outbreaks of heavy rain sweeping into Ireland, Wales, southwestern England, and that'll spread across all parts of the country through the course of Sunday afternoon. Tightly packed ice bars there, so it will be windy, with more gales coming in to southern and western parts of the country. So again, there will be the risk of flooding, coastal flooding around the coast of southwestern England, Wales, parts of Ireland as well. Temperatures in the north and the east quite chilly, probably no better than around 6 or 7. In the southwest it will get quite mild eventually, up to 10 degrees. Of course, in the wind and rain it won't feel that way. That wet and windy weather will sweep across all parts of the country overnight Sunday into Monday, leaving us in this run of southwesterly winds for Monday. They'll be feeding in sunshine and showers Again, tight back tides, so it'll be a windy day, risk of gales around western coast, and some of the showers will be heavy as well, with the risk of hail and thunder. They will penetrate inland, but I think the east will get the best of the weather on Monday. Certainly the driest, brightest weather anyway will be in the east, but a windy day everywhere. Temperatures probably somewhere around 10 degrees at best. 10 is 57 Fahrenheit, really quite mild for early January. As we go through into Tuesday, very little change, but the ice bar's just opening out a little bit, so it'll be slightly less windy. But basically, it's a case of showers in the north and the west. The brightest weather will be in the south and the east. We may bring a longer spell of rain through across southern parts of England, though, later on Tuesday, so that could turn it quite wet in the south. Temperature still very mild in the south at 10 degrees, a little bit cooler in the north at around 5 or 6, but certainly nowhere near what you would describe as cold. As we move through to the middle of the week, that low pressure is finally starting to sort of die a bit of a death to the north of Scotland, and starting to move away. So still it's a case of showers in the west, but most areas probably having quite a dry day on Wednesday. Temperatures will just edge down ever so slightly between around 4 and 8 degrees, something like that. Still quite mild, but very slightly cool. And that'll be the trend through the rest of the week, I think. We will find temperatures slowly starting to go back towards what you would expect at this time of the year. So for Thursday, again, we've got a very slight ridge there across the country, so mainly dry conditions again on Thursday. Can't rule out showers, but mainly dry weather, some sunny spells, and temperatures, well, not too bad, somewhere between around 3 and 7 degrees, something like that. So it is cooler than at the start of the week, but it certainly isn't cold. It's sort of the sort of temperatures you would expect for the 9th of January. I mean, another area of low pressure is trying to come in as we move through into Friday. Quite a messy picture on Friday. Low pressure trying to come in from the Atlantic, but pressure is trying to rise to the south and to the east as well. So I think we'll find cloud and rain coming into Scotland and Northern Ireland through Friday, probably edging southwards into England and Wales, but it won't be intense rain, it won't be flooding sort of rain, just generally damp sort of weather moving in off the Atlantic. Temperatures again around average at around 3 to 7 degrees. And as we go into next weekend, well, again, we've got this idea that high pressure is trying to build to the south, still unsettled up to the north, so the showers are all in the north, it's mainly dry in the south. Perhaps a growing risk of frost and fog for England and Wales as we go through next weekend. Finally, have a look at the charts from the weatheroutlook.com. You can find a link to Weather Outlook on my links page. There's the rain in the east today and up in the northeast of Scotland as well. Bright skies will be edging in from the west through the course of the day. Could be quite cold tonight under those clear skies with risk of frost and ice in the north. Wet and windy on Sunday, a bright start in the east, but it'll quick go downhill with rain and gale force winds sweeping across the country once again. Sunshine and showers for Monday. Many for showers in west, not too many in the east. It'll be another very windy day. For Tuesday, the winds easing down very slightly, but we've still got some showers, particularly in the north, and we may bring a longer spell of rain through to the south. Still mild with temperatures into double figures, but from midweek onwards, temperatures just slide down very slightly back towards average. It's mainly dry for Wednesday, just a few showers scattered about, and for Thursday again it's mainly dry, just the odd shower scattered about. Temperatures around where we should be for the time of year. More rain trying to come in off the Atlantic on Friday, but this time the rain won't be sort of fling rains, it'll be just generally damp weather coming in from the Atlantic, hopefully not adding to the flooding problem. So in summary, we're starting off very unsettled, very stormy on Sunday, and it's going to stay really windy as well as we go into the first part of next week. From the middle of the week onwards, the wind and rain should ease off quite a lot. Still a little bit unsettled, especially on Friday, but it's nowhere near as bad as at the start of the forecast period. And temperatures will start off very mild, but very gradually they'll slide back towards where they should be. So good news all in all, I think, in this forecast. If you've been affected by flooding or if you're fed up with wind and rain, things should slowly begin to improve from around middle of the week onwards. That's it for now. Thanks for watching.